happy Thursday, September 25th. Back with another MLB video for y'all on YouTube and on the stream here. If you guys haven't dropped a subscription yet on the YouTube, please do so. We have just crossed the 1,500 sub mark. I appreciate every single one of y'all who always are there, liking the videos, commenting the videos. I see it all, and I appreciate the support. It means the world to me. And hopefully these videos bring you guys value. That's the entire point of doing them. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, we do have two promos. So one is wop.com/rudebets. That's how you're going to get into this right here, which is the tool you see on the screen. MLB, NFL, college football. We got them all on there, okay? So if you guys are looking to do that, come join the WOP, get access to this. There is a 3-day free trial right now in my link tree on my profile, so go check that out. And Kalshi. If you haven't signed up for Kalshi yet, they're the best prediction market. I think they're great because I like to market make. I like to set my own price using this model here and get the price that I want. So if you haven't signed up for Kalshi yet, make sure you do so as well. You can use code RUDEBETS if you want to support me. If you don't, that's fine. Just go get Kalshi. It's a great app. So let's dive into the MLB slate today. We got some interesting action, man. Some interesting action. It's just a tough time of year. You guys probably already know this. I've been talking about it for the last couple days. It's a very tough time of the year. The MLB's actually been, the last 2 days and specifically yesterday, 2 days ago, 10 out of the 15 games finished with an upset, which is insane. And then yesterday, it's as if the teams that need to win just simply don't want to win. I don't know how else to explain it. It's pretty funny, but all these teams that just absolutely must win are somehow losing. We saw yesterday, let's see, who did we see lose yesterday that needed to win? In the playoff standings here, let's look at the wild card here. Okay. Cardinals need to win, lost. Arizona Diamondbacks need to win, lost. Cincinnati Reds need to win, lost. New York Mets need to win, lost. Padres, that's fine. They lost, but they're fighting for a different position here. But these teams that must win, Houston Astros need to win, lost. Detroit Tigers need to win, lost. That's like 6 teams. That's like 6 teams that lost already yesterday that are in must-win or lose, win or in situations, win or out in situations. It's trifling, man. Specifically, what's disappointing, if I was a fan of the Reds, I'd be so mad. If I was a Reds fan right now, I would be absolutely irked. Losing 2 games to the Pirates, what are we doing? But I guess that's the way it goes sometimes. Yeah. So, today we also, let's look at the games that matter today, because that's what we've been doing. We'll look at kind of overall players as well, but for the games, the game breakdowns, I don't want to go through all 12 games, because a lot of these, there's just no point in talking about who's going to win, because it doesn't matter, so there's not a really stake for either team to try. When you start to see corruption, it's when you start to see just guys going out there and putting up duds because they don't care. So, games that matter today. Reds are in a must-win situation. Let's see who else. Astros must win. Diamondbacks must win. Tigers, Guardians, obviously an insanely important game. This is the best game of the day. Blue Jays, Red Sox, arguable must-wins, I guess. Not really. They're both pretty much secure almost. Mets, Cubs, must win for the Mets. Absolute must win for the Mets. And then that's about it. So we only have a few games today that actually matter. Starting with the Reds and the Pirates. Interesting. 51% chance the Pirates win this game. Braxton Ashcraft going up against Nick Lodolo. Clapping Chrome, thank you for the follow on TikTok. I appreciate that. Interesting. Are the Reds going to get swept, man? They're a heavy favorite on the line once again. They have been the last... Well, actually, I don't know about yesterday, but they were in Game 1 and they lost that too. I still think the value is on the Pirates here today. Braxton Ashcraft is not a bad pitcher. He had a bad outing last time out, but 1.11% home run rate, which is extremely low. That's a very good home run rate. Strikeout rate's better than average. Hits, better than average. Walks, better than average. Runs per inning pitch, better than average. Ashcraft is, we only have him going for about 3 innings, but he's going to set the tone early, I think, for these Pirates to try and do something offensively against Lodolo. Problem is, Lodolo is also a really good pitcher. Home run rate's not great for Lodolo, but his strikeout rate's good. Hit rate's good. Walk rate's excellent. Doesn't walk anybody. That's a huge, huge thing. This is a very underrated metric right here. The walks per total batter faced, he's 50% better than league average. That's really, 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 really good. And you limit walks, you limit base runners, you limit runs. So, what a matchup here. This is in the true sense of the word, I think this is a 50-50 matchup, which means, the value would be on the Pirates. I don't think it's worth taking. None of the player props really look that good here. Like we just went over, both pitchers are pretty solid. So there's not really a whole lot in terms of looking at batters today. I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring game. If anything, man, the Pirates' division rival playing spoiler today could be pretty fun for that team. They might be a little bit extra motivated today to take the sweep here and eliminate the Reds, given that they are a division rival. So, not a bad one there for an underdog, but yeah, not a huge fan of player props in that game. Next game that really matters here is Astros-A's. I don't know how they did it last night, but they blew it. I want to go look at that real quick. What happened in the Astros versus the A's yesterday? 6-0. This game was past my bedtime. I didn't watch it. Bottom of the third, 1-run double from Soderstrom. Bottom of the fifth, 1-run double from Langeliers. So it's only 2-0 in the fifth. Oh, then it becomes 4-0 in the fifth. Then it becomes 5-0 in the seventh. And then it becomes 6-0 in the seventh. Yikes. Man, Astros are in a must-win situation. Those 2 homers did come against the bullpen, so I can't really blame them. But Hunter Brown giving up 4 runs, brutal. Only 5 strikeouts for Hunter Brown as well. I don't know what happened to him. I do not know what happened to him. What do we think about the Rays game? I don't have any thoughts on it. The game does not matter at all. We'll have some players in it that I like Junior Caminero, but in terms of the game itself, the game does not matter. So I don't think that either team really gives a shit who wins, gives a crap. Excuse my language. Anyways, Framber Valdez going up against JT Ginn in a must-win game. Once again, Astros are putting out a really good pitcher. Yesterday they put out Hunter Brown, one of their better pitchers. Today they're putting out Framber Valdez, one of their better pitchers. I don't know how they lose. I don't know how they lost yesterday. But today, this is a must-win game. If they lose this game, it's going to be really tough for them to make the playoffs. Good news here is really good home run weather, 28%. Bad news is both teams have some good home run hitters in this matchup. So bad news for the, Astros. Good news if you're interested in home run props. King Demura, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Look at Valdez home run numbers here. 1.81%. It's pretty low. He doesn't give up that many homers. JT Ginn on the other side, 4.58. That's a high home run metric. That's why we see guys like Jose Altuve with a great chance to hit a home run today. He's number 1 chance on the Astros, Altuve. Right behind him, Christian Walker, Jeremy Pena. Both are good options for home runs today as well. I feel like you could ride with the Astros. They're fair value. I have them at -119 modeled out. Their line's -118. It is fair value at the minimum. Yeah, I don't see how the Astros lose. They cannot lose this game. They're going to be extra motivated. On the other side, though, Langeliers mashes lefties. If we look at his numbers, 1.90 total bases versus lefties, 4 for 17 with a homer against Valdez. Let's look at lefties. Last 20 batted balls, 95 exit velo, 50% hard hit rate. These are insane numbers. Last 10, 60%, 94 exit velo, 60% fly ball. These are insane numbers versus lefties, man. These are insane numbers versus lefties. It's me, Matt. I'm doing MLB right now, man. As you can see at the bottom, way at the bottom of the screen, we're doing the MLB right now. We'll do NFL later for sure. Or you can go to my profile and you can get the 3-day free trial. Come jump in the NFL model right here, and you can go check out Trey McBride, see all the projections. It is free right now. So in my bio, it's free. Lord Zim, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Langeliers does mash lefty, so I do think Shea is a good shout today. Very good chance at a home run. Very good chance at hits, runs, RBIs, total bases, whatever. He had a home run last night too. So, but yeah, Shea's in a really good spot today. The other guy who mashes lefties on this team, Kobe Thomas. Only 54 at bats versus lefties this year, but look at these numbers. What is this? What time we do the NFL stream? I'll probably only do it on TikTok, and it'll probably be this afternoon. Total bases per hit versus lefties, 2.43. That's a disgusting number. 6 homers and 54 at bats. 100% of his home runs have come against left-handed pitching. His strikeout rate's insane, though. 37% strikeout rate's wild. Lee, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is a disgusting strikeout number. 37% is wild. But, I mean, that's kind of what you get with some of these home run hitters. They're swinging for the fences, so it doesn't surprise me. If we look at his last 10 at-bats, it is going down. He's trending down versus lefties. Kobe Thomas, last 20 batted balls, 93 exit velo. Last 10, it drops to 89. Last 5 drops, I guess it's right at that 90 mark. 40% hard hit rate, 60% fly ball, though. That's what you like to see. Now, pitch mix-wise, 4.88, it's not great. It's not bad. I do think Kobe Thomas is decent, though. If you're looking for a pure power play home run or bust type situation, Kobe Thomas is a good home run or bust option in this game. Outside of that, I mean, those are kind of the only two guys I really am interested in on the A's. It'd be Kobe Thomas or Shea for a home run, or Shea for total bases, hits, runs, and RBIs. Let's see. We already talked about it. Altuve and Walker are decent options as a home run play as well. And then Valdez, again, both about 6 strikeouts. So, interesting game. I actually think this one might be decently high scoring. Even though this is essentially a playoff game for the Astros. It's nothing for the A's. The line is 9.5 total runs. So, yeah, book agrees. Should be pretty high scoring. I think we got some opportunities here for player props. Definitely some big opportunities for player props. And, yeah, Astros got to win this game. Yeah, JP, I'm not going to lie to you. I was this close. Like I had it in the slip ready to hit place to run back the big 4. I was that close because they were all on the leaderboard again yesterday. 2 days ago, we took them. Nothing really happened except for Schwarber. Yesterday, they were all in the top home run leaderboard again. I was so close to running it back, but I was like, you know what? That's lame if I just run it back and post that. And everyone's like, oh, it's just the same slip as yesterday. It's the big 4. So I tried to get a little creative, throw in Caminero. I threw in Kerry Carpenter. Didn't work. Of course, Raleigh and Judge hit homers. Those were on the slip. The Schwarber was top 3 and Ohtani was top 5. So I was that close to running it back, and if I did and I saw Ohtani 420 non-homer, I'd have been sick. But I'm telling you, man, I was so close to running it back. And I said, screw it, I'm going to give people something a little bit different and throw in Kerry and Jr. and take out Ohtani and Schwarber, which is what I did. Either way, it wouldn't have hit. I mean, at the end of the day, it would have been a Schwarber homer that we added on to our 2 that we already had, but I was so close to running that back. And you'll see today. I'll show you today. It's a very similar slip. I mean, who do I have today? Cal Raleigh and Trent Grisham. Well, Cal's the only one I'm running back. I'm running back Jr. as well, and Trent Grisham. But you could run Judge today too. Like, his odds are just terrible. But, I mean, yeah. The other game that matters here, Dodgers D-backs. Let's jump into this one here. I do think the Dodgers win this one. I don't think that they're worth it, though, on their line. I only have them with a 61% chance to win this game. Yamamoto going up against Jalen Beeks. So they got a bullpen game here coming for the D-backs. Interesting. Ohtani triple had you sick. Yeah, 420 triple is insane. It's actually. There's only 2 stadiums I think that would probably ever happen in. It's probably Colorado and Arizona. I want to see that real quick on the StatCast. Triple fly sharply to right. Home run. Yeah, exactly. Ha. Do I know my ballparks or do I know my ballparks? I just said there's only 2 ballparks probably that it wouldn't be a home run in. And sure enough, it says right there, 28 out of 30 ballparks, it would have been a home run. So spot on, only 2 ballparks. It would have been Colorado and Arizona are the only 2 that's not a homer in. Ball knowledge. I knew that without even looking. Ball knowledge. It's because I've seen it happen so many times. Do you know how many times I've been on the end of a 429-foot non-homer in Colorado? I've been on the losing end of that like 17 times this year probably. Not that many, but a lot. It's been a lot of times, right? I see a guy hit a 429-foot reverse unicorn triple in Colorado, and it's like, okay. But today, Shohei Ohtani, decent 23% chance at a home run. You're not going to get fair value on that. You're just not. You seen Seawalk hit a 430-foot double in the D-back stadium? Yeah, I'm pretty sure last year Yelich had a 437-foot double in Colorado. It was something like that. I think it was 437. You can look it up. I don't know how you're going to find it, but you could look it up. But Yelich had like a 437-foot double last year in Colorado. It was insane. That's the first time I'd ever seen it, and I was like, wait, what? It hit like the tippy top part of the wall on the farthest part of the stadium. Like it was like that little padding right at the top of the fence that's way up there, like 20 feet in the air, 30 feet in the air, in like deep, deep, deep center field. It was like 437 or something. It was nuts. I was like, how is that even possible? Not even fair. But anyways, Dodgers probably take this game. D-backs need to win it though. D-backs, that's why they're doing this bullpen game. This is exactly what a playoff scenario looks like. You know, they don't have any elite starting pitchers left that they want to throw out there, so they're going to just do a bullpen game and swap out pitchers probably every other inning based on matchups. So we have no idea really who the Dodgers are going to face offensively. It makes it really tough to want to take any Dodgers player props because you have no clue what pitchers from the D-backs are going to be coming in today. It could be anybody. You know, they're going to just basically do situational pitching. They're going to see who is coming up. Say it's Ohtani coming up. Okay, they're going to throw, I don't know, I guess Ohtani's pretty good against righties. They're going to probably, bring in a lefty or keep in a lefty. And then once it gets to like Teoscar Hernandez, who's really good against lefties, they're going to swap in a righty. And then, you know, once it gets to Enrique Hernandez, they're going to swap in a lefty. You know what I mean? Like, it's all situational. R. Jones, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that. So yeah, this game's really, really hard to do anything with, if we're being honest. It's just a guessing. You have no idea who these guys are going to face. So these numbers right here, all of this data, I mean, a bulk of this is based on them facing Jalen Beeks, which is maybe one at bat. After that, you're toast. So I guess you could say Ohtani has a 23% chance to hit a home run in his first at bat, and that's the only way you can look at it. They'll pitch around Ohtani and walk him? Yeah, exactly. So there's just not really any reason to take anything in this game. In my opinion, there's just nothing here. So, and then game of the day, Tigers, Guardians, of course. Why are we missing? Hold on one sec. Let me look into this real quick. Give me 2 seconds, chat. I need to look into why this error is popping up. Because this is a game we have to go over. All right, let's see. Tigers, Guardians. Why are you not working, Tigers, Guardians? Let's see. We got Peter Montero, Parker Messick. What do we got? What's the actual? Is there might be a change in pitching. That might be the issue. Let me just double check here with ESPN. MLB scoreboard. Let's see what we got pitching. Parker Messick. And we've got Detroit is undecided still. Okay, I see. Hold on. We're getting somewhere here. Interesting. This is strange. All right, bear with me. Let's verify this. Starting pitchers. To Cleveland, Detroit, Keter Montero, Parker Messick. Okay. And then let's go here. Parker Messick, yeah. Aha. Where's Keter Montero? There he is. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea why this isn't doing. I have absolutely no idea why it's not doing it. All right. It's weird because we can model out the game. And we have the Guardians winning with a 66% chance here. Just can't go in it. So I'm going to have to go offline and look at that. We're going to have to... There we go. I'm going to have to go offline and look at why it's not populating the actual game itself in the simulation. But we still get the score. So we can still see the score here. 66% chance the Guardians win, 34% chance the Tigers win. The line on that is... And the Tigers are still undecided, which is interesting. But we'll figure out why it's not populating, and then I'll get fixed right after the stream ends. It's weird because all the data is imported. So there's something going on the back end that's breaking that. Anyways, Line in this one is Guardians minus 152. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty fair. I like the Guardians in this one. I do. Guardians have some significant momentum here. They've won the first 2 games of this series. And the Tigers are 1-9 in their last 10. Whew. Yikes, man. Tigers are throwing. I saw a graph yesterday that showed the probabilities for the Tigers to win the division. It was like 90-some percent. TBD pitcher. Yeah, that might be it, Swilly. Well, I'll look into it in a second. But, man, Tigers are throwing. Tigers are throwing. Geez, I'd be sick if I was a Detroit fan. Now 1 game back on the division that they've been leading for months, and Guardians have all the momentum. So in this one, I think you ride with the Guardians. If you're going to be taking anything on this game, it's going to be a playoff atmosphere. Once again, probably a lot of situational matchup pitching, and probably going to be very hard to really gauge player props in that game too. Those playoff atmospheres, like I said, they're not going to just let pitchers ride all game. They're going to swap guys in situations based on the score, based on the matchup, all that stuff. So it's very similar to how the Dodgers are against the D-backs, but for both teams in this one. So I'd be careful there. Mets, Cubs. Mets are also in a must-win situation. Nolan McLean, who's been really good, going up against Shota. Shota's been bad. This is going to be a low-scoring game. Negative 14% ballpark factor. Another playoff atmosphere. Another playoff atmosphere here for the Mets specifically. 7.5 runs is the line. Yeah, I think this goes under. But I do like the Mets to win this one. Does your model cover all sports? It covers NFL, MLB, and college football. And then NBA and college basketball as well, but those aren't out yet. How we feel about Nimmo? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Look at these pitch mixes. I don't really feel good about player props in this game, especially with the projected score being 6.63. It's like trying to take an anytime touchdown play in the NFL when there's only going to be like 1 or 2 touchdowns. You know, you got to have like the one guy that does the one thing. There's not going to be a ton of runs here, I don't think. I don't think there's going to be a ton of home runs. There might be like one guy that you could get, but like at that point, you limit your opportunity. You have to be like picking the one right guy out of everybody. So, in my opinion, that makes it really tough. This game right here, I said yesterday, I mean, in the chat with Tim Chon, I talked to him about it for a minute. I didn't see a world in which the Cubs lost yesterday against a rookie pitcher, Jonah Tong, who also has been struggling. He's had like one good start. In today's matchup, McLean's been really good this year. I don't really see a world how the Mets lose. I really think the Mets have to win this game. They know they have to win this game. They seem to get timely wins when they need them over the last few seasons. They did it last year as well. I think the Mets win this one. They have to win this one. I think they do. So, yeah, I think it's going to be Mets in like a 3-2 game, like a very low-scoring, boring offensive game. It's going to end up being a bullpen matchup at the end there, and it's just going to be situational pitching. No player props in this one, but the Mets do win this game, I think. Yeah, those are all the games that matters. I guess let's look at like leaderboards. Let's look at leaderboards here. Home runs, talked about it a second ago at the beginning. Big Four kind of look, I mean, not the Big Four today, but some of the Big Four look pretty good. I mean, specifically Cal Raleigh looks outstanding today. Aaron Judge looks pretty darn good too. 45% chance Cal Raleigh hits a home run. His line is pretty solid right now. I got it at 200. Don't mind it. But Cal Raleigh's probably going deep today. He just hit, what did he hit, his 60th home run? What's he at? Let's see. I think he hit 2 yesterday, right? Home runs. Cal Raleigh's at 60. Yeah, okay, so he's at 60 now. What's the record? 63? He could do it. He could still do it. And I'll tell you what, if we learned anything from Aaron Judge, hitting the record or whatever it was a couple years ago, the MLB sent juiced balls to New York so he'd hit more home runs. They did. It's been confirmed. There was a lab that went and bought balls from his home runs in those games, cut them open, and they were juiced. They were different than the normal MLB ball that they played with all season so that he would hit more home runs. They fly farther. They're easier to hit out. I think the same thing's happening with Cal Raleigh. That's why he hit 2 yesterday. I liked Cal to hit one yesterday, but that's why he hit 2 yesterday. He doesn't have to put too much into it. These balls are juiced. Cal Raleigh's hitting a home run today. They want him to break the record. They want the buzz. They want people tuning in and watching this. So, Cal Raleigh's going deep today. I like Judge, I like Caminero, I like Stanton, I like Yandy Diaz. Frank Grisham looks good. Polanco. A lot of the Mariners, I mean, That's another byproduct of them juicing the balls. Other Mariners look good today too. Suarez, Polanco, Julio Rodriguez, Canzone. Like, these guys all could be decent if the balls are juiced. So, it's a decent day for home runs. Once again, if you guys want to access the model, you can go get it for free right now in my link tree on my profile. But you can come play around with all this data. It doesn't look like a great day for strikeouts. Not a huge fan of that. But yeah, against Blaylock, if he ends up pitching for the Rockies, like, God, they're going to shell him. They're going to shell him today. So, balls are definitely juiced in Seattle. It's a big home run day. Big home run day for that. Another sneaky team for home runs today, actually, Marlins. Marlins against Walker Buehler. He's been good on the Phillies. I will give it to him. But on the year, he gives up a lot of meatballs. So guys like Maximo Acosta, I mean, he's all right. Agustin Ramirez, Otto Lopez, like, these guys are decent. These guys are decent today on the Marlins too for like long shot homer plays. Wouldn't be surprised to see some of these guys come through on the Marlins. Sneaky team today for home runs. And yeah, Rays also look pretty good. Yandy, Junior Caminero. A couple guys that mash lefties over there. I do like them. We talked about, too, the A's, Shea Langoliers, Kobe Thomas, also decent options in that game. But yeah, overall, the leaderboard's pretty good. Pretty much we have almost the entire top 30 with a 20% chance or more to hit a home run today. So today's a very good home run day. A very good home run day. Ramirez, Lopez, Suarez, yeah, not bad. I mean, I wouldn't really go with two guys on the same team, Ramirez and Lopez, but I do like Agustin Ramirez today. I think that's a good play too. Yeah, once again, not great day for strikeouts. The matchups just aren't really there. They just aren't really there. But it could be a really good day for hits allowed for some of these bad pitchers, possibly even earned runs for some of these bad pitchers. And if you look at the pitch, I guess we can look up Manzardo real quick. Manzardo. We do have Manzardo with an 18% chance at a home run. Yeah, that's not bad. Manzardo could go deep there today. Riley Green, not good. Torkelson, not good. But yeah, Manzardo does look pretty good. And then let's look at the pitch mix rating here. Judge with a 10 out of 10 matchup. Yeah, I feel like Judge, I'm afraid they're going to just walk him again, but Judge does look great today. Cal, Yandy, Shea. Yeah, it's not bad, T-Bully. I could see that. Judge and Cal both have 10 out of 10 pitch mix ratings, actually. Cal also has a 10 out of 10. So, two guys that look outstanding. Two of the big dogs. I could see him barking today, man. 10 out of 10s for Cal. Eugenio with a 9, too, so. Look, we got some really good options for home runs today. Today might be a day where, I mean, we're obviously going to focus heavily on Thursday Night Football, but if you're still looking at MLB, you got some teams that have to win, like the Astros and the Mets. Those could be good plays. And then you got some good home run opportunities. Obviously, if you like them for a home run, you should probably like them for hits, runs, and RBIs or total bases too if you want to limit your risk on those. But overall, it's a really good day for MLB, for props. Looks like a really good day for batters today. Might be one of the last ones we get with only like 3 games left. So if you really love MLB, might be your last chance here today to have some fun with it. But I appreciate y'all for being here, watching the MLB breakdown. I'm going to shut down the stream, get this uploaded on YouTube. Once again, this community right here is my WAP community. All the sims are built into it, MLB, NFL, college football. On my profile, there's a 3-day free trial to come get access if you haven't yet. So come get access to it, and I'll catch y'all for tomorrow's stream.